What's up, everyone? Welcome back to King Anime Review. And for this video, I'll be reviewing episode 233 of Boruto Naruto Next Generations, titled The New Team 7 Jumps into Action. And yeah, Kawaki's officially part of Team 7 now, and he's officially a Genin, officially a ninja, and he's officially on Team 7, which is cool. And now he's going on his first mission with Team 7, which is a mission to the land of water. And basically, the mission is to guard Katasuke while he's going to a ceremony, or he's going to, he's been invited to a ceremony in the land of water. So Team 7's mission is to basically be his bodyguards, because the Hidden Leaf Village basically received information that there may be a terrorist attack at this, ceremony. And yeah, at the start of the episode, we got introduced to the villain named Isuri. And his goal pretty much is to basically change the seas and make them less peaceful, less calm, and, basically have a lot of fighting on the seas. He wants to take over the seas and make it basically chaotic and have a lot of fighting and stuff on the seas, because that's what he thinks the seas should be, the ocean. He think it should be like that, the seas in general. So yeah, we got introduced to him, and then yeah, Team 7 went on their mission to in the land of water. And yeah, they went on their mission. And Kawaki, this was his first time being on a boat. And he was basically seasick. And like he was feeling nauseous and stuff. And yeah, so I guess the anime just gave him a new weakness. But I don't think it's going to last long. He should be over it by the time he returns to the Hidden Leaf Village. But if they do make this a constant thing, that's going to be kind of weird. I mean, it's a pretty unnecessary. I mean, granted, it is his first time being on a boat, so I don't know. It might be. It's okay. It's not necessarily a big deal. But anyways, when they got to the land of water, Kawaki said he was gonna go rest somewhere, and Sarda said that they would call him if they needed him. And the rest of Team 7 took Katasuke to the ceremony he was supposed to be attending. And yeah, at the ceremony, they unveiled this new power plant. This next generation power plant, which can actually turn seawater into power, but it can also control like the seas and make them calm, which is exactly the exact opposite of what the villain is trying to do, because the villain is trying to, do the exact opposite pretty much. So yeah, that's where the conflict, you're going to see the conflict there. That's what they're setting up, the conflict with that. And then Boruto, he decides to, while Katasuke is at the ceremony, Boruto decides to go visit Kagura. And he finds out that Kagura is a warden at a prison. And yeah, he goes there. He meets up with Kagura. And Kawaki eventually comes and joins back up with Katasuke and the other members of Team 7, Sarda and Misuki. Boruto, he goes to the prison to visit Kagura. And while he's there, he finds out some information about the villains from the previous Mist Village arc, the Turbulent Field Trip arc. And, the former 7 Ninja Swordsman of the Mist. And Bunta, the one who fought Sarda, Bunta, Hebi Ichigo, and another guy, the big bald guy, I forgot his name. They're still in the prison, and Kagura is trying to, get them to basically behave so they can shorten their sentences. But the other former 7 Ninja Swordsmen of the Mist basically tried to escape, and then they were captured and taken to different prisons or whatever. And the only one who wasn't captured is Shizumi, the guy who's the main villain of the Hidden Mist Village Turbulent Field Trip arc. And yeah, he's the only one who didn't escape. He's the only one that did escape successfully. And the fact that they mentioned that leads me to believe that maybe he's going to be involved in this arc somehow. Maybe he's going to help out the villain or something like that. But yeah, I think they mentioned that for a reason. And while Boruto was in the prison, Kagura was, showing them around the prison, and then he took them to basically this guy who they captured 5 years ago. And 5 years ago, I'm pretty sure that's around, basically Boruto right now, he should be 13 in the anime. So he should be 13 right now. So 5 years ago, he was 8 years old, and I'm pretty sure he was in the academy. I don't know if that was before or after he visited the Hidden Mist Village, but I think it's probably just right after he visited the Hidden Mist. But yeah, they said they captured this guy who was a leader of one of the oldest clans in the region. And this guy, the clan that he was a leader of, they were basically a clan of pirates or whatever, and they specialized in fighting in open waters. So I'm assuming that these guys, this clan, I believe they're called the Funita clan or something like that, Funita clan. These guys, I'm assuming, are probably some of the most powerful water style users in the entire series, because the fact that like Kagura was hyping them up a lot, and they captured the leader, and they got this leader in a place where basically he gets no moisture, because Kagura said if he got some moisture, the consequences would be disastrous. So he's hyping this guy up a lot. They're basically trying to make it where he has no water ever, because if he ever gets water, apparently he's gonna be like Kagura is hyping him up like he's extremely dangerous. He's extremely strong. And the main villain of this arc, or seemingly the main villain of this arc, is he does look similar to the guy who was locked up, the head of the Funita clan. And I think that's the name of the clan. But yeah, so like he has a similar hair color. His is slightly more like oranges, and the other guys is slightly more blonde. But yeah, they do seem similar. So maybe, and also in a preview, it showed that they're gonna seemingly, it's called the Funita clan. It showed that that basically the prison is being attacked, and it seemingly they might try to release that guy. They might try to release that Funita clan leader, and I'm assuming that the main villain, Isura or whatever his name was, I forgot already. But I'm assuming that he's going to try to release this guy, and maybe they're a part of the same clan. That's what I'm assuming. Now, the thing with this arc is, I think it's off to a great start. It's off to a very great start so far. I have no complaints about the story. It's off to a great start. Now, the thing is, I'm wondering how they're going to make these villains actually dangerous, because Boruto and Kawaki are 80% Aotsutsuki at this point, and Boruto still has the Karma Seal, so really no Shinobi, and I don't care how powerful these Shinobi are, how powerful their clan are, really no Shinobi should be able to do anything to Boruto or Kawaki, especially Boruto, since he still has the Karma Seal. And Kawaki, people are underestimating him since he lost the Karma Seal, but you got to keep in mind, you got to remember that this guy is still 80% Aotsutsuki, meaning he has 80% of the blood, chakra, and DNA of an Aotsutsuki clan member, meaning he's extremely strong. He can still technically fly, because like he even without his Karma Seal activated, he can still technically fly, as we seen when he first met Team 7 in the anime. And like the guy is extremely strong. Like he's extremely strong. He has special chakra, Aotsutsuki chakra. Once again, as we seen when he first met Team 7 in the anime. So yeah, Kawaki is gonna, like, Boruto and Kawaki are gonna be way I'm curious how they're gonna do this. And also Dinky and his team, Team 5, they're still in the area, and Katasuke wants to meet up with them after he's planning on meeting up with them after the ceremony. So hopefully they get involved in his arc as well. And based on what I've seen, obviously Kagura is going to be involved, and those other 3 7 ninja swordsmen who didn't escape, they're going to be involved as well. Now, the question is, these villains are going to have to be extremely strong. And even if they are extremely strong, it's still not going to be, they're going to have to do something to make it where Boruto and Kawaki aren't instantly one-shotting these guys. Or, I don't know what they're going to do, because, I don't want to see any huge plot nerfs with Kawaki and Boruto. I don't want to see them get some huge plot nerfs that's going to, like, everything got to make sense, basically. And hopefully they make things make sense, and hopefully they don't nerf these characters too much. Because they did kind of nerf Kawaki a little bit in his last fight in the anime, where he was on that mission with Chocho and Shukadai. They nerfed him a little bit, but it wasn't super bad. So hopefully, they don't nerf him. I don't want to see any characters get plot nerfed at all. And hopefully Metal League gets some cool moments in his arc. Have him use eight inner gates to fight one of these villains or something like that. Give Awabe something cool to do as well. And these, Bunta and stuff like that. From what I read with the previews, with the summaries, upcoming summaries, it seems like she's gonna be getting involved. I don't want to spoil what's gonna happen, but yeah, that's the case with that. So with all that being said, yeah, in terms of story, this was a great way to start the new arc. I'm looking forward to the next episode, and this was a 10 out of 10 episode in terms of story. In terms of animation, it was a 10 out of 10. Well, 9 out of 10 episode for animation. I didn't notice any big problems at all. Well, actually, I'll say yeah, I didn't really notice any problems at all with the animation. So let's say 10 out of 10 for animation. Now the artwork, I did notice one problem, and one of the scenes, Kawaki, they drew Kawaki without his headband on. It was a brief second, so it was only a brief, shot of Kawaki without his headband on, and then the next time we seen him, he had his headband on. So I'm gonna consider that a artwork error. So yeah, I'm gonna take off like one point for that. So yeah, the artwork was a 9 out of 10. So yeah, that's the case with that. So overall, it was a 10 out of 10 episode of Boruto Naruto Next Generations. A great way to start this new arc, and a very entertaining and interesting way to start this new arc, and just a great episode overall. So with that being said, yeah, that's what I gotta say about this week's episode. If you guys like this video, please drop a like. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and clicking that channel notification bell to be notified on all of my future videos. And share the video all over the internet, and drop a comment. Let me know what you thought of my review and of the episode in the comment section below. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.